What's up, you guys? Blake Bernard here at Grindhouse Strength and Conditioning. Today, I just want to talk to you guys for a second about my experience working with Mr. Jason Bloom and how I would personally recommend you also working with him. You're talking to a guy, you're listening to a dude who spent over $100,000 in the last 2 years on mentorship with different entities and people who say they know what's best for my business. But I think that, just by hearing I've worked with multiple people, it should tell you everything you need to know. I run a performance, strength and speed facility, working with athletes in particular. And Jason, is the one person out of everyone that I've dealt with that I wish I would have had from the beginning. So if that tells you anything, right? And I've worked with very reputable brands, very reputable, marketers and people who said they knew what was best for me, but I didn't actually experience that until working with Jason. Since joining him in the last probably 6 months, he's completely revolutionized the systems that we have in place here at Grindhouse. The level of service and attention that we provide to our clients is something that we take very seriously. But I'm only one guy. And our business is only as good as, the average of the coaches executing these systems. And so a couple things, personal testimony that I've always dealt with, not always probably had the right answer for, are things like retention, things like client acquisition, as well as even just the mundane, structuring your sessions and how to incentivize your coaches to really put forth their best effort and ultimately create a culture and an atmosphere that is up to par with our standards here at Grindhouse. And I'll tell you, it's one thing to have the vision. It's a completely different skill set to be able to, create bulletproofed structures and systems to basically make it fail-proof, organized, and uniform, no matter who is implementing it. And I think that has been absolutely crucial in our ascension over the last 6 months. We're putting together some stuff that has me really, really excited for Q4 and Q1 of 2023. And I'm really honestly looking forward to the next 6 months and beyond with Jason. For those of you guys who are listening who might be on the fence about using his services, I do not say this lightly because I'm sticking my neck out there. Jason is, not only is he good people, I haven't dealt with a guy who really handled himself with that level of professionalism, that I hold myself to. So he and I definitely get along on that front. Not only that, but his core values, the morals that, the pillars that he's built his business on, definitely align with anybody who's trying to take their organization to the next level as well. And one thing I want to leave you with as well, that I believe that, in all my experience with mentorship and higher up guidance and all that kind of stuff, one thing that he did that was very, very unique, from day one, he told me that it was his desire. Every call we jump on, he starts it by reorganizing himself around my goals, right? And fitting all the things that he knows from his experience working in these other facilities and all the success that he's had in the past. It's not like his way or the highway. And this is something that I thought was very unique to what Jason does, is he fits the principles, right? Like the laws of building a great performance facility around what makes us great, like the parts of us that we don't want to change, what makes us special. He fits his approach around that, not the other way around. It's not like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. And it's definitely also not like, hey, these are our structures, very rigid, you do them this way, or you're not guaranteed success. He is actively workshopping, his best practices and his best processes, to really fit what we do and ultimately our vision for this thing and where we want to go and who we want to be. So, I just think that in this age of everyone's trying to find the quickest way, maybe the path of least resistance, the path of least work to really just fit their ideologies and their systems on any organization, they don't always fit. Like I said, I worked with a bunch of organizations that said that they knew what was best for a sport performance facility. But lo and behold, what I've got here is a completely different beast than whatever they're used to. And it took me months and months and thousands of dollars to figure it out. right? And I don't want you to make that same mistake. So all that said, if you are looking to level up your business, really take it to that next step or that next tier of success, whatever that may look like for you, I strongly encourage you to give Coach Jason a shot. I guarantee that you will not be disappointed, and I cannot tell you, there are not words in the dictionary to describe the appreciation that I have for him, his guidance, his mentorship, and ultimately, kind of helping lend a finger or a hand to the steering wheel that guides the rudder for this ship, man. So anyways, Jason, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for everything that you do, and you deserve all the success that's coming to you, my man.